Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. On my lap, running around, I have a little Gojira. Yes, indeed. She is a good hamster. A nice rodent. She has a very active anti-camera gyroscope, but actually not as active as some of my previous hamsters, where they just refuse to turn toward the camera no matter what. But she is a sweetheart. She's been running around in her cage, so I'm going to put her back so that she can run around in her cage. Here we go. Down you go. Yay. Whenever she sees me doing stuff or hears stuff, she immediately runs out in the middle of her cage and gets up onto her hind feet and starts looking around because she wants to see what's going on. And of course, she's still a hamster, so I have to be careful because if I reach in too quickly, you have to confound their instincts. When you reach in quickly, that just hits their instincts of something's trying to get me. And she is a rodent, so going too quickly, she's gonna break and run. But as long as I don't come in like a predator, then she's like up on her feet going like this with her paws so that she can grab my fingers as they come into grasp. And then she does that. She just grabs hold. And if I bring my hand all the way down, she's up into my hand. She wants to climb, she wants to adventure, and she's eager to see what's out there. And again, that is such a huge difference between what little Thigmo does and what Gojira does, because Thigmo, he sees movement and he's boom, he's gone. He hears a sound and he dashes. And she hears a sound and she just comes out and goes, I want to see. What is that? What is that? Whereas Thigmo's just like, I don't care, bam! And so he would be a good...
I hate the meat of another human raw, like an animal. This is a nightmare. Oh no, it's like...
Field rodent. He's got good field rodent instincts. He would be pretty good on the outside if he was a Pacific Northwest type creature. Hamsters are never going to live in this area. If it gets too cold, they go into hibernation. And it doesn't even have to hit freezing for them to go into hibernation. So that is one of the big reasons that, and again, I thank absolutely everybody who sends me anything, that this space heater is so awesome. Because in the winter, in these older houses, it's a wonderful house that we're renting. I'm not going to put it down in any way, but it's an older house. And so the insulation isn't wonderful. They're single pane windows, so there's no insulation there. We're losing heat, and so it gets cold inside of this place during the winter, hot during the summer. And so without the space heater, my hamsters are going to freeze because it's freezing outside. It's warming up today. It's been literally freezing like in the 20s for the past couple days. But today it's actually warming up a little and it's going to start raining at some point. But between now and Sunday, we're supposed to have like 2 to 4 inches of snow. Woo! And then up until Wednesday, there's supposed to be some more. I mean, the longer the time happens before the snow hits, that's like the less awful it's becoming, which is good. But we're supposed to be really hit over this weekend with snow and stuff, so if our power goes out and I go dark, it's because of the weather. Hopefully it's not going to do anything like that. Oh, here it is. I just needed to comb my hair to make sure it looks like normal human hair instead of what it is. Normal human hair. Just very annoying. My follicles grow in weird positions, which is why I've got the part on my right side. Normally, from what I see in movies and what people, most guys, is like their part is on the opposite side. You know, if you're right-handed, you got a part on the left. But my follicles grow here. If I part over here, it's like huge pompadour as it tries to come back over in that direction because the follicles grow that way. Yay! But it's going to be cold and wet, and so hopefully today it's not going to rain so hard because I do still have to go out walkies, which again, I managed to do yesterday, which is good because oh boy, yesterday. I'm still depressed I'm not knocked under the surface of the ocean and held down there by the turbulence of the wave like I was yesterday. Oh boy, I have been unmedicated in my depression for probably a good decade or so now. And that's not good, because I have been medicated on and off for my depression since I was first diagnosed back in 1922. 1922? What the hell am I saying? When I was first diagnosed, when I was, let's see, was I 22? I must have been 22. It was my last year of the Air Force. And I was finally diagnosed because my life had been hell up until that point, compounded by the drinking that was making things worse. And finally I was getting, it was like, I've got depression. I've got a biochemical thing every 2 weeks. For the first like 40 years of my life, it was like clockwork every 2 weeks. And then it's just been a mess. My alcoholism altered my biochemistry and brought on anxiety and panic attacks, migraines, and thoroughly messed up my schedule. It is still roughly 2 weeks, but it's not running evenly or well. And so these past 2 years, especially as I've been waking up, it has gotten super erratic fast, and it's usually not bad because it moves so quickly and is so extremely volatile. It's usually pretty shallow, because if it hits hard, then bang, it goes thumpity thump over in this direction again. But every once in a while things happen where instead of going tickety tick tock, it goes tickety boom, in perfect synchronization. And yesterday morning it just went wham, and I was buried. I could barely function throughout most of the day. I had to do something. So I tried to, and did record a video, because I can at least distract myself at times. Depends on the game, depends on the situation, and it's just a distraction just so I'm not thinking about the situation, but anything else. So I got a video done for that yesterday, and then I took my walkies at about 8 o'clock, came back around 10, and so it was good. It was just the straight 6-mile walkies, because instead of going on a loop up through southern Shelton to the top of the the Olympic Highway South down into downtown Shelton, I just took all the wandery side roads that gets into downtown Shelton, across Shelton, up on the big, it's a kind of an S shape, it's a weird circular sort of thing. It comes from, to get down the hill into the valley of Shelton, you've got to really, the hills are awful, but there's construction, and so you got to be careful, you're going to fall, and that wouldn't be fun, but it's fun. Not the falling part, because I just said that wasn't fun, but it is an enjoyable walk if you enjoy walking. And I always wear, well, not always, but of late, even in the cold weather when it gets really cold, like last night it was bitterly cold, but there was no wind, so no wind chill, so it was an acceptable cold. Good thing for that. But I was wearing just an undershirt like this, a shirt like this. You've seen me wear my plaid long shirt that, really, I need to get a better plaid shirt now. That thing is so old it's falling apart. It works, it's got buttons, it's seen way better days. And then I got my black summer jacket that I just wear over the top of that. And the reason I wear that is because if I wear a puffy coat, I would have to wear just the puffy coat, not even a shirt, and even then I'd overheat. I pump out heat massively. And even though I personally feel like I'm freezing, I am shedding heat just extremely. And if I wear a puffy coat and it insulates me well, I've got to take it off and tie it around my waist, even in freezing weather, because I am just too hot. I will literally get red-faced and start sweating because I am dying of heat. So I can't even wear a proper good coat and go for a long walk when it's cold, or I'm gonna die. So layering with my shirts and stuff, and then just wearing the summer jacket, which I usually have to unzip by the time I get home, I'm at least able to moderate my temperature a little bit. And of course, what helps is I take a couple pre-rolls with me every time. Anywhere from 20 to 30 some odd percent THC and other cannabinoids in them. Because, and I think this is because that it gives roughly the same effect in a way as like drinking alcohol in a fashion. Because if you're cold and you drink alcohol, you feel warm. You're not getting warm, and in fact, you're losing heat. But what happens is alcohol is a dilator of your capillaries. And so your capillaries and your blood vessels are opening up. You're getting more blood flow to your skin. Your skin feels warmer because it is. You're shedding a lot of heat. But because of that, you actually feel it. And you feel warm, even though you've got a net loss. Well, cannabis too is there's cardio dilator. It opens up your vessels. So when I'm out and I smoke and I'm bitterly cold and unpleasantly cold, I just smoke me a pre-roll and I'm not cold anymore. I go from bitterly cold to acceptably cold. Acceptably cold becomes just chill. Chill becomes warm. And warm becomes, oh boy, I need to unzip my coat. I mean, even without wearing gloves, my hands will quite soon feel warm, even in bitterly, bitterly cold weather. So, hey, thumbs up for increased blood flow. It's a very good thing. Hopefully that also helps in other ways, like is helping my actual heart out, since it is an opener of your blood vessels, which is a big difference. I mean, if you smoke cigarettes, it is a bronchoconstrictor. Your lungs tighten up and work less well. And in fact, when I breathe cigarette smoke, you can hear my breathing just go from normal to because everything's just going. And also, it is a cardio constrictor. All the blood vessels everywhere in your brain, in your heart, where it's trying to live while it's beating, all the blood vessels go and don't deliver as much blood or as efficiently. Whereas when you smoke cannabis or eat cannabis products or vape cannabis products or rub it on your skin and it gets into your body, what happens is all those blood vessels in your body go, oh, and they open up and you get good blood flow. And when you get cannabis in your lungs without even having to smoke it, just getting it through your body, your actual alveoli, I think is the word. I was going to say areoli, but you know, that's not right. But your air sacs in your lungs and your bronchi open up so you can breathe better. It's actually, the government studies have found, it's actually better for sleep apnea and asthma, as well as being good at hunting down and killing tumors. Is there nothing cannabis cannot do? Since after all, you'll still see idiots online arguing about, oh, pot kills, pot does this, and it's like, if pot was dangerous and pot kills us, how come our bodies have an endocannabinoid system? Our bodies make THC and all the other cannabinoids when our bodies need them. Some of us do not have an effectively working endocannabinoid system. But the thing about the cannabis plant is it mimics the only strain of plant anywhere on the surface of this planet that mimics the neurotransmitters of our endocannabinoid system. And it's a good thing. In fact, they found people that they have been able to reboot their entire systems by just flooding them with cannabis. Not even activated. Just raw plant, raw cannabis plant. They rub it, they eat it, they breathe it, they're just around it, and it reboots their endocannabinoid system, and they come out of it refreshed and working properly. So you don't even need to have activated cannabinoids in your system for benefits. It's a good thing. Oh, hokey smokes, it's 15 minutes, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am an American English speaker, not very good at pronouncing names. I'm better than most, but still, no disrespect is intended if I slaughter your name. And it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro brain damage and all... And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left me a comment. I'm not reading them. I'm going to go through, read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can. Thank you very much for having left me a comment. And I think some gas went and squeezed up from my tummy while I was talking. How sweet. Let's see, we have Alexis Avellino, thank you very, very much, and Isaac Delaney, thumbs up and thank you. J. Pedro, greatly appreciated. Darnay, thumbs up and thank you. Panasonic Tooth, heck of a name, thank you very much. Absurd Real, greatly appreciated. Alex Yokobazi, thumbs up and thank you. And Quinton Sneakers, heck of a thing. And then we have Justin DeCastro, greatly appreciated. IHYTJ, thank you very much. Sci-Fi, spelled CYFY, greatly appreciated. Chase, and then I do not recognize the lettering system. My sincere apologies, but thank you very much. And Prod Kasuri, greatly appreciated. Eugene Marchetto, thumbs up and thank you. Cherry TV, greatly appreciated. Matty Castro, no, it's that one. Thumbs up and thank you. Yoda Heat, greatly appreciated. And Siski the Crab, thumbs up. Perfect Tragedy, thumbs up and thank you. Itomori, thank you very, very much. That's Sad Newbie ASMR, heck of a name. Vernon King, greatly appreciated. Wyndon Nadal, thumbs up and thank you. Mr. Tibbs, greatly appreciated, I hope. And JDM, thumbs up. Each and every one of you, thank you so very much for getting me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you very much. I feel right now at least 500% better than I did yesterday. So I'm hopefully still on an upswing. Every single day I wake up, and now it takes 15 minutes of turning my computer on and off before it stops making that loose plane propeller banging around inside of that thing at 500 miles an hour sound. So it's like turn on and then, oh boy, okay, shut down. Turn it on. Oh, shut it off. Turn it on. Shut it off for 15 minutes. And if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. I'm going to be writing on it today. I hope I've got stuff that from my Sigurd Plague Sun thing that I've been working on that in my head. Every time I go walkies, I'm just doing that stuff for the Sigurd Plague Sun stuff in my head and the Plague Lord. So thumbs up. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, it is not an updated list. My sincere apologies. I have just been falling asleep and having no time. I'm going to fix this up and get it up to date again very, very soon. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. You are beautiful and awesome people, and every one of you helps keep a roof over my head, and I appreciate that to no end. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. I don't get much validation positive in my life otherwise, so if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be very cool and greatly appreciated. Really, honestly. But if you do not wish to, I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. What a deal. Free for you. Cheap at twice the price. Hopefully I'm going to have a ration video today. Hopefully I'm going to have a game video. Actually, I have a game video ready. I just have to edit it and get it rendering. So thumbs up for that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and make sure to smash that bell and hit that button to get notifications so that you'll know when I upload. take care, have a great day, and thank you so very much.